Hello, happy Tuesday. Here for another reading of Days of Darkness by yours truly. If this is your first time, this is your first video, my name is Angelique. I am the author of this beautiful book here. It is a collection of insights and inspirations that I gathered from reflecting on some of the dark challenges that I went through in my early 20s while I was dealing with depression and navigating suicidal ideation. It is also a coloring book, so you can process and digest what you're going through, what you're reading through, and it's a really good time. Today we're going to be reading Lesson 28, Environment Reflects the Mind. Pausing for the thumbnail. And I do like to read the the author's notes and the dedication before jumping into it. If you would like to learn more about this book, you can hit me up on Instagram at VZSpaces. That's V as in victory, Z as in zebra, and spaces as in space with an S. You can also email me at vzspaces@gmail.com, and we can chat more about ways that you can get in contact with me. I'm also doing keynote speaking and workshops and book tours, so make sure you're looking out for the information and things as things are popping up, because as I was reminded recently, this is really supporting people, and it is a great opportunity to share some of the lightness that the world really needs right now. So yeah, let's jump into it. Author's note. This is a work of nonfiction. The events and experiences detailed herein have been described from the author's memory to the best of the author's ability. This publication is designed to provide personally experienced information in regard to the subject matter covered. It is sold and shared with the understanding that the author is not engaged in rendering psychological, financial, legal, or other professional services. If specific expert assistance or counseling is needed, the services of a competent professional in that field should be sought. I do have a community group called the Choose Change program, and it is an opportunity for individuals to activate and awaken the transformation that they desire to see in their lives. However, I am not a therapist. I am not a psychologist. I am somebody who has had lived experience navigating these specific things shared in this book, and I use that processing, I use that wisdom that I've gained to support other people. So if you're looking to get diagnosed or you're looking for drugs, I am not that person. Also, if you are someone who is looking for legal advice or relationship counseling, that is not me. However, I do have a repertoire of, is that the word I want to use? I do have a collection of individuals who I can reference you to to support you with specific things if I am not a fit for your needs at the moment. Parental advisory content warning. Topics of suicide and depression, some sexually suggestive situations, and strong language. Dedication. This book is dedicated to all the younger versions of me. She is the giant upon whose shoulders I stand. Without her strength, perseverance, and resilience, I wouldn't be able to stand as tall as I do today. I love you, little me. Also, thank you to the virtual mentors who have poured light into my mind and heart. Your decision to be a light keeper in this world has saved millions of lives, including mine. Special shout out to Lisa Nichols in Motivating the Masses. This book would literally not exist without them, and Speak and Write to Make Millions, and just a beautiful organization that she has put together and maintained over these decades of life. So yes, today we are reading Environment Reflects the Mind. And I think this is a 2-pager. Let's check it out. Yeah, page and a halfer. Oh, then we got this coloring page, another one of my faves. So yeah, let's hop into it. So yes, lesson 28, environment reflects the mind. Is there clutter forming in your bedroom, your kitchen, your car, your office? Not everyone is fresh, pressed, and polished all the time. That's okay. What's important is being aware of how you feel when you enter into your spaces. The universal law of correspondence states that as within, so without. If the external environment is cluttered, then most likely the internal environment is cluttered as well. And clutter contributes to chaos and lack of clarity. Have you ever found yourself in the hustle and bustle of life, not realizing the slow swell of dysfunction until one day you look around and your home or office is in complete mayhem? So much in our lives can pull at our attention. We can overlook that we aren't taking time to properly care for our personal space inside and out. The home should be a place of comfort and security. The office should be a place of focus and accomplishment. Make sure you feel the way you want to feel when you look around your spaces. If you feel uneasy or distracted, take some time to tidy up, reorganize, or redecorate. Maybe you've heard the idea of giving every item a home, deciding where it goes on a regular basis so you know where it is. This also helps keep the mind at ease and promotes mental clarity. Everything in your environment should be of use to you, either technically or energetically. When there are too many things in our space that don't contribute to our well-being, they take away from it. Again, this is true for our inner world as well. It's helpful to take inventory of our mind and environment. It allows us to navigate the world with greater peace, ease, and joy. Lesson 28. Environment reflects the mind. Yeah, I wrote this after moving. What inspired this? Because I wrote this in 2018, well after these situations happened. But what inspired this was when I moved out of the apartment where I was living with my ex. And I was in my own studio apartment. And I was by myself, had minimal things, and realized how clear my mind was, and realized how little distraction there was in my environment, how much just space there was, and how clear I felt with my energy. And I understand that people enjoy keeping mementos and having things for memories and things of that nature. However, there does come a point when we have to ask ourselves, is this serving me? And if it is serving me, how is it serving me? And is there a point when this service will expire? Because that is also true for, like I mentioned, our mindset, for our internal environment, for our beliefs. How often are we going through our beliefs cabinet and cycling out and tossing and releasing the beliefs that no longer serve us? we don't really take the time to do that when we are just going through our day to day, trying to make ends meet. And that's why I'm really grateful that I have had the time to get into a practice, get into self-awareness, get into my spirituality, because those are common points of reflection when you are in the work. But yeah, this is just like a pretty straightforward chapter. Pretty straightforward lesson, honestly. And of course, it's a beautiful reminder, as it is always with every chapter, just to look and see where this is taking place in my own life, where there is opportunity and space for me to reflect on my environment and what is serving me and what is not serving me. I've been doing this prosperity plan, and I can say that that has helped to clear out some of the beliefs I've had around money, in order to keep my mindset clear, my heart set clear, and given me a greater strength and resilience to navigate some of the financial things that I am, navigating in everyday life, as we all are. So yeah, I feel like I'm not going to talk too much longer on this. Chapter said what it needed to say. Give your environment a run through. Check it out real quick and see what is serving you internally, what is not serving you internally, what's serving you externally, what's not serving you externally. And know that in our releasing, that it creates the space we require for that which we desire. Often we feel like we want new things to come into our lives, and we want to experience something new, but we're so grasped onto what we already have. However, when we release and we let go, then our hearts open, our hands open, our minds open, our energy fields open, our literal physical space opens for those new things to come in. So yeah, just a good reminder. Just a good reminder in general. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, tapping in today. You can hit me up on Instagram at VZ Spaces, and also on YouTube at VZ Spaces, and get the other chapter reads. Tap into the other lessons that I shared and the other experiences that have inspired these chapters, and some of the things that I've been navigating that are right on point with these chapter reads. As I have been reading through them, this has been a really beautiful opportunity. And yeah, we got about 10 to 11 more lessons to learn and some more story to unpack. So thank you for joining me on this journey. Yeah, I'm complete. Have a beautiful, wonderful, absolutely spectacular, magical day, because you deserve it, because you are worthy, because you are absolutely capable of creating it. And I am absolutely rooting for you. And if you would like support with activating some things in your life, you can also reach out to me about the Choose Change program. We have space for you. We have a place for you. And there's also going to be some content so that you can follow along that process and do that inner work independently, if that's something that you think would benefit you as well. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.